So to this first class, we'll be starting with Snowflake. I have a Snowflake account. Let me show you first. Then you can also have a quick account at your side. The trial account should be having 30 days validity. So within these 30 days, we should be having our practices. Okay. And most of the projects, they are using the data warehouse as Snowflake database. So I have a Snowflake account. Yes. Okay. So Snowflake is a database. You can see this is database. Our data is getting stored in those sample data. So I can select any table, just like this table I'm selecting, select star from this. We can execute this thing. And in the previous session, this session doesn't have any current database. So I need to choose some database. I'm in account admin role. Let me run this query first, use database sample data. Now let me see. Okay. So this is the output of this data set. There is 3 columns. Those are already present in the sample database. So how to have an account in Snowflake? That thing I'll be just showing quickly. Please create it. It should hardly take 10 to 15 minutes to complete the thing. And after the thing is over, then we'll be creating data warehouse tables over here. Maybe I'll be creating a new database over here. And inside that, you will be creating the data warehouse tables. Not today, just today complete the Snowflake account setup. Maybe when Python is covered, then we will be having that good exercise to load the data from source to target. So our target should be Snowflake database and our source should be, can be MySQL database, can be any kind of flat files or just like this. So at the end of Python session, we'll be having the ETL hands-on part. There, Snowflake should be our target database. Okay, the things are understandable. Are you able to relate it from yesterday's class? Ramya, Kamakshi.
Yeah, so is that like we are using the same queries in the Snowflake as in the MySQL?
Correct, correct. So as I mentioned earlier, that most of the databases queries are almost same. Okay, few functions. There are inbuilt functions for each of the database. The functions syntax are a bit different, but not for all. I mean, most of them are, I mean, they are same. Maybe there are some special features in Snowflake. That's why people are using Snowflake. And it's a good OLAP system for analytics purpose. There are lots of functions available in Snowflake. Okay, so those things we'll be learning. But as of now, whatever we have learned in SQL, the same thing we'll be going to implement, but it's a different database, having some different architecture. I'll be having a quick hands-on top of that, what is the architecture and all. But the main focus is we'll be using this database as our target database. Okay. The other people you are able to relate, correct? Rishita, I think you have some doubt about yesterday's session. So as soon as you can go it, I think the doubt should be clear. I mean, the hands-on part should be
Yes,
totally
sir.
helpful. And Variti, if there is any stuck point or anything, please tell me. Okay. So just
Okay.
how to have an account? Just open Snowflake, Snowflake's portal, Snowflake account. Just search with this. Okay, Snowflake sign up for free trial today. Just use this thing. Okay. Uh, Fill this form. Your first name, last name, company's email. Just put any company's email. Okay, they will be not searching. You can put your Google, I mean Gmail as well. No issue should be there. Put an company name that can be XYZ, or you can put Tetra training. Anything you can put. Role you can put developer or developer engineer, you can put no issue. Put your country over here, continue. After the next page, I mean, in the back end, I mean, as I mean, I have told you some days ago that while creating any MySQL tables, as I have installed this MySQL database on top of my local server. So when I'm creating any tables are storing in the memory as a file format. Okay, I think you can recall it. So similar kind of thing. When you will be creating any table in Snowflake is a portal based. So where the file should be created, where the backend data will be stored. So in the next page, they will be asking for some cloud. I mean, a cloud vendor. Maybe it can be GCP, it can be AWS, it can be Azure. So as soon as you just click on continue, there should be some more fields to be filled up, and um, they will be asking for which cloud vendor you will be using. Then you can choose any one of them. I have choose AWS there. You can also choose AWS or choose any one of them and fill the entire sheet. And then, I mean, the mail verification should be there in your account, verify it. And in your mail, the particular link should be shared. Just like I'm using this link. This is my account and all. So that is why the same kind of link will be shared to you. Then just with the link, set up your password and your account should be ready. Someone just have a quick screen sharing session, then I can guide you quickly. Anyone? Ramya, you can go ahead, please.
Yeah. So do
Yeah,
you want me to share screen and so that we can create account?
yeah. Just create a quick account. I can guide you. Then everyone can also do that same thing. It should hardly take 5 to 10 minutes. Let's
Yeah.
do all the setup today because I mean the next classes will be starting. I mean Python with more deeper thing. You can share your screen. Let me stop share. The other, please also follow the same steps at your side.
Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Even Snowflake developer nowadays, it's a, I mean, good career opportunities as well. So you can also learn Snowflake. Snowflake developer only, I mean, people are getting a lot more importance. They're doing certifications on top of Snowflake database. Okay, Snowflake. Snowflake, sign up. Yeah, just click on this. I think it should be okay.
Okay.
This link, yes. Start for free. There is the option. Yeah. Put the details over there. We will be not be going to give any card inclusion there. Just 30 days free trial will be using. Can put anything.
Yeah.
Continue. Okay. Which one you will be choosing? Standard. You can choose standard. Okay. Enterprise standard plus 90 day time. Okay. As of now, standard you can choose. 30 days is fine. Later, if you want this, just quickly renew it.
Okay.
Okay. Choose any of the cloud provider. You can choose any. AWS you can choose as of now. Okay. Which region AWS should be? There is a drop down as well. So each of the cloud, they should be having a data center. So whichever is
Uh,
nearest to you, you can choose the data center. This is just because, I mean, your system should be much more faster. The data should be stored into that data center only. Whatever. data will be just creating. The data should be stored into that location.
Okay, I think this is the nearest one for me.
Okay, fine, fine. This is for authentication purpose. Yeah, select this any questions or just like this. They're just taking some stat. Third option is find running analytics or connect to visualization provider. Select your preferred language to work SQL. Okay. An email activate. Yeah. An email has been shared to your Gmail account. Everyone is following. You are also doing this, or you can, just take this thing in offline as soon as the course is over. Okay.
Um,
Through mail, you need to activate your account. A mail should be there at your Gmail ID. Do you want to do this thing now, or maybe after
yeah,
the course you can?
I'm doing it now.
Okay, okay.
So what will we use for snowflakes for? Which one we need to select?
Sorry, is Kamakshi, you were telling? I'm not sure who is telling.
Bharti.
Okay, Varti. Standard you can choose.
Okay, what will you use Snowflake for? Some options were there. Machine learning model or run analytics?
Analytics you
Or
can
we
put.
can,
As of now, you can put anything, no issue.
okay.
They are just taking statistics. What purpose we are using Snowflake and all.
Select your language.
SQL, we just learned SQL, so you can put SQL there.
Okay, I think I tried it in mobile. It's showing that please use an updated Safari. Maybe I need to do it in the laptop.
Yeah, laptop. In laptop, they will be provide the particular link. The Snowflake server name they will be also providing there only. So just copy this thing and you need to paste it over here in another tab.
Okay.
Is it possible now, or you can do it at offline? Anything you can
So
do.
I just need to create the password. That's it, right?
Correct. Snowflake account and password.
Okay.
I just created it now, sir.
Okay, fine, great. Bharti, correct. I'm not able to understand the voice. Sorry.
Rishita, sir.
Okay, Rishita. Sorry. Yeah, thanks for creating. So just keep it created. If possible, try to create data warehouse and try create some tables. Just a quick hands-on there. And maybe after 6 or 7 days, we'll be coming back to Snowflake again. So Snowflake should be our target database, especially data warehouse. Okay. So we'll be pulling data from some OLTP systems and cleansing it, transforming it, and saving it to our local. Yes. So this is our worksheet. Correct. This is fine. So those are the worksheet. Just you can go to any worksheet in the right hand side. Those are lots of worksheets. Only one. Okay. There's some sample worksheet with some sample queries as well. Okay. So this is in this worksheet, you can put lots of query. So this kind of thing is called snow site. means whatever thing you are checking after opening Snowflake, there is an old console, but the old console they have removed. We'll be just checking in this way. Okay. In your practical, if you are just onboarded in a particular project, maybe you are seeing this UI with a different manner, that is old console. But as we are using new Snowflake things, it's a new way of representation of Snowflake UI. So here we need to put the query and run it. At the right hand section, blue button, the run option. And there's a lots of role we can have. Just like there is a account admin role, by default it should be account admin. Just there is a drop down, just click on there. Okay, so those are separate roles available: account admin, organization admin, public security admin, sysadmin, user admin. So over here, as we are owning the database, we add the DBAs over here. So we can control the roles. Each of the roles should be having each warehouses. Our warehouse name is compute_wh, and the size is X small. So Snowflake has lots of features and functionality. That's why we are using Snowflake nowadays. Snowflake can be online scalable. The size is X small. So quickly I can enhance this size to any larger data warehouse or just like this. So uh, use Snowflake for your query purpose as well. Create new table over here. The same, whatever query you have write over there in MySQL, the same kind of things you can write over here, and you can create new tables and do the things.
Do you want me to stop sharing?
Yeah, you can stop sharing.
Yes.
What is online? The scalable part. Snowflake size, warehouse size, we can scale it up, scale it down based on the database size. Okay. Suppose I need to create a table having millions of records. Okay. If the particular things is taking, lots of time, maybe the table is already residing there. I just, while logging into Snowflake account, I chose the servers. The particular size should be this. There is lots of size option: XS, small, large, medium, just like t-shirt size. Okay. The data warehouse size also we can put in this manner. There is there. The data warehouse is already there. So suppose a query is taking lots of time, I can increase that size and the query should be much more faster. That thing will be coming to the Snowflake. It's Snowflake some individual architectural difference with the other database, and it's specially hosted in cloud. So when we'll be just going to this, we can quickly have a quick recap on top of that. When we'll be learning that ETL part. Okay. Okay. Let me now share my screen. Snowflake I'm not touching. Hope everyone can understand. As of now, I'm not touching. Quickly, I'm touching Python, and just I'm telling you whose system doesn't have Python, please install it. How to install Python, I'm also showing this thing. In the very next day, Monday onwards, we'll be learning Python. Okay, so for first 3 days, the Python should be a bit basics. And after those 3 days, maybe Wednesday or Thursday onwards, we'll be learning Python as a database engineer tool. Python is a huge topic, so we'll not be going to cover all the topics for Python, but we'll be mainly focusing on data engineer purpose. Okay. Lots of things. People can do image processing. They're doing lots of their projects in electronics and communications. Lots of things we can do. Lots of libraries are there. But as of now, we'll be using Python as a database engineering tool. So we'll be mainly focusing with few of the libraries just like Pandas, NumPy. Okay. So this kind of thing. Okay. Just a quick introduction of Python. Today you can quickly check it. Python software. You can just install it from this particular. Okay, it's I think it's an image. You just got it. Just give me some second. Okay, This is the official website of Python. All of you are new to Python, or you have already learned it in earlier sessions? All of you are new, or Python is
I'm
We have idea.
okay? You have idea, fine. So I think Python should be there. Some of you must be installing then Anaconda or just like this. So lots of tutorial they have started with Anaconda. It's a package of Python. So when you are just installing Anacondas and all, so not only Python interpreter is getting downloaded. So there, and I mean, lots of IDs and everything is getting downloaded there. So nothing to install from your side, but whoever is new for them, just install. I mean, it's a very basic things. So you need to install Python interpreter. Just go to the official website, downloads, and this is the recent version available for Python 3.12.0. 3.12.0. So just download it, install it. If you face any difficulty, tell me. Okay, the installation is very simple. After that installation, as you are not installing any Anaconda's package and all, so I'll be preferring to install one more software, which should be our IDE. IDE means, so just like MySQL UI we have worked on till this many days, we'll be working Python code on top of particular IDE. We can also run the code not only in IDE, we can also run the code from CMD, just like this way. CMD command prompt. Just type Python. Okay, this thing is for Python. So you can put anything. Print. How are you? Okay, so I mean, I can do all the Python calculations over here, but this is not a good user interface to work on, because we'll be doing, I mean, the query line, I mean, the particular command line should be larger than that, and all, maybe some syntactical error. And one more important thing, SQL was case insensitive. We can put any cases, but over here Python is very much case sensitive. So maybe uh, suppose you have defined some class with the first alphabet having the capital one, the other alphabets are small one. So you need to follow the same way. Once you declare these things, you need to follow the entire things in the same coding practices. Even you need to maintain the indentation over here. I'll be coming to all those topics, or maybe you have experience and you might have know the thing. So better to use an IDE. As of now, I'll be telling you to use PyCharm. There is also some portal-based IDE, just like Jupyter Notebook or Google Colab. As of now, let's install this thing. Later, if we have some any other programs to do or any other projects to do, we'll be quickly opening Jupyter Notebook or Google Colab. Anything. As of now, please install this. This is an IDE. So we can open our Python file over here. Okay, Python file can be saved just like this way, .py. Okay, I can create a quick Python file as well over here. Just create, open Notepad, put some Python code there and save it. Something.py. Okay, it should be looking like in this manner. The icon should be this. Okay, program one. Now you can also run this thing by your CMD prompt. Just call Python and just give this file's path name, and it will be running and giving the output of this Python. Okay, so whatever the things we are downloading, okay, before that, let me give you this link as well. Where to download PyCharm? The ID is called PyCharm. Okay, this is for professional. No need to install the professional one. And just scroll down a bit below. This is a PyCharm Community Edition. So download that version. It's a JetBrains tool, very much helpful to us. So PyCharm Community Edition, install it. Okay, the installation is also very simple. Once you install, I think by default, whatever Python should be there at your backend, Python interpreter rather. So whatever you have downloaded from python.org, that exe file, it will be working as the interpreter. Over here in our code, we are putting high level of languages, and whatever I have installed, that installer file will be just interpreting the same language. Whatever I'm putting over here, it will interpret the thing, and it will make the system understand what the code is about. Okay, so I have just downloaded this thing only. I need to know the high level language, and the interpreter will help me to interpret this high level language so that machine can understand the thing. And when machine will be understanding, machine will be giving us the output. This is the way the programming languages are working. Okay. And okay, to start with the programming part, we have this kind of data types in Python: integer, floating, boolean, string. String is just like varchar we have learned in SQL. Integer is integer, floating. Integer is there should be do not have any float point, just like no decimal places in integer should be there. Float, boolean. What is boolean? I'll be quickly coming. String data type, list. Okay, the last four data types, those are very much important. List, tuple, state, dictionary. I'll be coming those things one by one, maybe from Monday. For list, I mean list, tuple, state, dictionary. Those are a kind of data structures, different data structures. I mean, each of them is, I mean, having their own way of representing the data. Okay, and their functionality is also a bit different. We'll be just quickly checking each of them. What are the available methods? What are the available inbuilt functions? String is also there. I mean, this is mainly for only character data structure. Character array of characters, just like this. Okay, Python variables, and that's all. Okay, let me quickly show you things over here. Okay, when you will be installing this thing, by default, just click on edit settings. Just quickly verify that whatever Python interpreter you will be downloading, whether it is able to get it. If not, then manually you need to browse it. Okay. If not, hopefully it should be getting it. So when you will be installing Python 3.12, or it's already there. On top of that, you are installing PyCharm. It should be getting the path by its own. But if it is not, just quickly search it and tag it. Okay. And the py file that I was telling, this kind of thing you need to store in somewhere in your system, and just you can open it, file, open, just point to this py file and it should be opening. Okay. Okay. I just chose that sheet. When you are just typing anything, okay, just like the same command I'm just putting over here, print. Print is a inbuilt function in Python. So print within code, we need to print anything. If it's a string kind of data type. If it's not string, if it is integer, then I can directly put the thing. It's similar kind of things in SQL. So I'm just printing good evening to all of you. Okay. So when I'll be choosing, just choose that particular, it's a hello world.py, this one. Or you can just choose current file. Okay, anything you can choose. Yes, the output should be showing in the below pane. So whatever code I'll be writing over here, just execute the button and the output should be coming at the below section. Okay. Just a quick overview of the integers and all. So whatever data type I just showed to you, just like integer. So Python will be, suppose I'm just creating a variable. Variable means variable, we can assign any value to this variable. Suppose I'm assigning the variable 7, value 7. Let's see the data type of this variable. So this is another function called type. Okay. So I'm just I'm just checking the type, data type of V. Its data type is integer. It's a class. What is class and all? I'll be quickly coming this topic, not today, maybe on Tuesday or Wednesday. Okay. But class, I think you have the concept in object-oriented programming. If you know Java or in this kind of topic, what is class is totally understandable for you. But who do not know, don't get worried. We'll be just coming what is class in later section. Just like we can assign any value to the variable. If you already have completed C or other kind of languages, you need to declare what kind of variable you are going to declare, whether it's an integer, whether it's a floating type, data type, or what is the thing. But over here, you just need to assign some value over here. It will automatically update. So I'm just updating 4.5. If I just run the same query, it's not a query, sorry. Some same language, you can see the data type of this thing is float. Let me update it to true. For true, T should be starting with T, capital T. Then this true is a Boolean data type. In Boolean data type, there is only two value. Either it can be true or it can be false. Okay. Okay, false spelling is wrong. That is why the ID is very much helpful with color codes and all. It will help me out the color code whether there is any fault. Okay, the class is Boolean. Those are inbuilt classes. Each of the data type will be representing each classes. Okay. And those classes are inbuilt in Python interpreter. Okay. So the thing I just want to say over here, whatever value I'm assigning over here, based on that, the variables is getting modified. And just like any other programming language, we do not have to declare whether it's an integer variable, is it a string variable, or just like this. If I am putting the same true within a code, okay, then it should be treated as string data type. As it's inside a code, it's a string data type. Okay. Just like let me show you some more things. Suppose V, I'm assigning 6. F, I'm assigning 2. Suppose I'm assigning another variable X equal V Y F. Okay. I'm printing the data type X. I'm also printing the value of X as well. Print over here, I can simply put X. I'm getting two output, the data type of X and the value of X. So over here, what I'm doing, I'm just dividing this thing. 6 by 2, it should be 3. So it's calculating over here and it's judging the data type of X. You can quickly see. Okay, over here, if I'm doing any kind of division or any kind of this, division over here, by default, it should be taking floating point. Although it's divisible, it's getting a floating point. That's why the class is float. Okay. I can also convert the thing. We are having data type conversion over here as well. Okay, I forgot to tell you how to convert data type in SQL. This is one of the main thing. Okay, I'll be just telling this thing within when we'll be doing the exercise and all. But let me check whether. Okay, let me just complete this topic. Otherwise, I'm just going here and there. The data type conversion will be quickly learning. Maybe the next day. We can convert from float to integer, integer to float, just like this way. I can just put integer over here. That's it. Okay, integer, open brace, close brace. Then the thing should be integer. You can see 3.0 is not there, it's 3 only. Okay, so this is our basic concept, and this is how integer, float, boolean, just I showed. I'll be starting from string from the very next day. The things are clear to you. Just give a quick, I'm assuming that the things are clear to you. It's very simple. The next day onwards, it should be a bit tough. Not tough exactly. I'll be going ahead with more details. Till now, any doubt? Anyone who is quite, totally new in Python, who do not know Pythons in earlier session, you do not have checked it earlier, or you do not have any experience or any expertise in Python. Anyone is having?
I don't have experience in Python, but I know JavaScript.
Okay, then might have the idea about the, languages and all.
Yeah.
And I think Kamakshi, you are also telling, you were from non-IT background, mechanical. So, do you have the
Ye-
idea?
Yeah. Yeah, I have been practicing little bit, so I
Okay.
just have a little bit idea. Yeah.
Okay, fine, fine. So I'm not going much deeper. Integer, float, boolean, those are very simple, nothing. Python variable, just I told you, this kind of thing. When I'm assigning this thing within a variable, we do not have to declare any variable before that. If you are using any other scripting languages and all, just we need to do some where v equal this, or some where, we'll be also learning Scala scripting when we'll be learning big data. So there you can see Scala, while declaring any kind of variable or any kind of constant term, we need to put this kind of keyword. Val v equals 6 means it's a constant term, or where means it's a variable. We can update the value of v during runtime. So we do not have to put this kind of thing. Just a variable should be there. We can assign any value to it. Okay. So this is how the what is the concept of variables. So next day onwards, we'll be starting with this thing. Uh, the main, not main, actually, all of them are main data type. So I'll be, those are a bit critical: string, list, tuple, set, dictionary. I'll be going through this topic one by one. Some more extra features. And the next day we'll be covering some conditional statement, looping part, how to create new classes, what is object, how to inherit the things from a particular class, what I have defined, how to create functions. So those two things, or those two, three things will be covering the very early days, starting from Monday. And as soon as that is completed, we will be deep diving into data engineering. That means we'll be importing the library pandas, and we'll be using the components of pandas. Okay. Okay. The last thing I'm just going to show you, we haven't go through this topic over here. Let's see if we have anything. I forgot. Let me check. Let me check the employee table. In employee table, employee first name, last name, department is there. Okay. I'm working with the same employee table. I forgot to show you how to convert data type. Okay. So how to do that? Let's insert some data type. Okay. I'm inserting a new row over here. Insert into employee values. Suppose 211 some a. Okay, let me put HYM Sam. and- Okay, this department I'm just doing some 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 should be treated as character over here. And I'm also included a quote. And this is a character data type. Let me just put it, then I'll be showing you. Okay, it has been inserted. This is the last row. Over here, you can see. Okay, I cannot give any such example. Let me think a bit. Okay, 1, 2, 3 is by default character. No, this example is not suitable. Let me think a good example. Okay. Let me take a good example. Then I'll be just showing this thing to you. Or let me introduce a new column over here. Okay, give me some time. Alter table. Okay, I'm updating experience to varchar. Let me check this thing if it is feasible. Alter table employee. Or modify or alter. Anything I think it is experience. Okay. Okay. Now I think it should be fine. So I have modified the data type of the experience. It's varchar, although it's putting 6 2, but those are varchar. In varchar, I can put any alphabet or any alphanumeric. Anything can be there. It can be combination of 6A or just like this alphanumeric that can be consist of alphabet as well as numerics. Okay. So over here, I have updated experience value to a varchar. But if we just going ahead with any kind of operation of integer, I mean numerical operation on top of this, I should be having the failure over there. Just like I'm doing some select operation, select star, comma exp. I'm just printing all the results, then exp again. Now I'm just doing something. Suppose it's a numerical value. So I'm just updating, I mean, multiplied by 2 or just like this. It is giving the thing, but it should not be. Why? A varchar cannot be multiplied. Okay, they are converting. Okay, by default, they're converting the thing. For just like IT, I just do the same thing, department cross 2. Okay, in the backend, they're already converting the thing for this database. It's having the capability. It's converting the thing. If it is a varchar, really varchar field, it's converting Boolean false and giving 0 output. 0 into 2, it's 0. And if there is any numeric value in varchar format, it's updating. But most of the databases, they do not support this kind of thing. If I'm just going to multiply anything with varchar, it should be throwing me an error because I mean, I cannot do any numerics operation on top of varchar columns. So there we need to convert the data type first from varchar to integer. So there is some options just like casting. I mean, there is some inbuilt functions are available. So just put varchar to int conversion in MySQL. There is casting. There is option cast or to int. anything we can do. Okay, cast is a thing, cast value as unsigned integer bit. Okay, so this kind of function we need to use before converting it. So I need to just cast this department as integer we can put, or we can put unsigned bit. Just like this. It's also giving my red color thing. SIGNED. Okay, so this way actually we need to do the coding part. But over here, there is no issue with that conversion in the backend. They are doing the converting part while doing the cross part. But in the other database, you can see we cannot do this kind of numerics operation on top of any varchar column. Okay, if this is numeric column by default, then we can do all kind of numerics operation there. So this is the function actually I just want to introduce to you. We have casting function. Cast from any data type to another data type. Okay. Did you got it? What I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, in the main other database, you can quickly check it. Just like for just this is also been important. I mean, lots of database they're not using date data type. Okay, they're using this thing as a varchar only. So they are putting this thing in any format. Okay, and during our transformation part, maybe we'll be doing some transformation. All the things will be there in the assignment when we'll be doing ETL part. And this is a real scenario for each and every go live project, because we are taking data from each of the databases or each of the systems. So there they are not putting the date field as a date data type. They are just, I mean, going ahead with their own way of representing date. So especially they are using DOB, this kind of field as a varchar field. So as we are taking the things from different source system, we can do also the same thing. We can go ahead with varchar format, but when we are coming from stage to data mart, we need to just be aware that we need to make it as a date data type, because if that thing is date data type, we can implement lots of date related function on top of that. Okay, suppose our visualization team needs lots of columns. They need the extraction of date on top of this. I showed you earlier that we can extract lots of things. If that is in date format, we can extract lots of things by using inbuilt date functions. So that is why we need to convert the thing in date by using cast. Varchar to date data type. Varchar to date conversion. Just put it in MySQL. Okay, they'll be showing you how to convert it. Even I'll be showing to you the same thing. Okay, string to date is the function. String str2 _2 _ date. Your column name and the specific varchar format it's currently having. So just use this thing and you can update the thing. Okay. So this is the different way to change your a particular data types conversion. We are not converting it in table itself, but suppose we will be loading the thing in the next table. So before doing that, we can put the thing in select query. Okay. We are not converting the existing data type of a table. We are applying this function to update the data type when I'm just going to insert the same data into another table. Okay. Okay. So those are the different transformation we should be having when we will be going ahead with the exercise and all. So that's all for today's session. Next 1 week, it's totally based on Python. As soon as Python is completed, the last day of Python class, I'll be giving you the exercise of the ETL. So you will be taking data from source system, you will be updating it You'll be doing the cleansing part, you'll be doing the transformation part, going ahead with one of the strategy, just like full load or incremental load, this kind of thing you will be implementing in your exercise, and pushing the data into Snowflake. The Snowflake, just you have the account now. So you need to create or execute some DDS statements before that to create your target tables. As soon as the target tables is present, then only you can insert the data. So you'll be inserting the data after that. So this is the main thing we'll be learning at the end. Okay. Okay. As of now, that's all for today. Let's connect on Monday with having the deeper knowledge on top of Python. Okay. Any doubt so far? Anyone? Any issue
Uh,
from anyone?
What is the full form of IDE? So you were calling this interpreter as IDE, right?
No, interpreter is the language, the Python itself. IDEs mean this kind of code editor.
Okay.
Okay,
So what is the full form?
let me check. IDE full form.
Integrated development environment.
Yes, correct. So that
Okay.
there we can do the development. Just like I have Notepad++, it's another IDE, which will be helping me with having lots of features, just like this kind of warning if I put anything wrong. Okay, there is a this kind of red flag, this button. I'm just going to implement something. Suppose f dot. F is a variable, it's an integer variable now. If I put dot, it will be helping me out what are the inbuilt methods available with. Can see, I just put dot only. Okay, it should be helping me with what is methods, what are the methods available, what are the inbuilt functions available on top of that. So IDs have IDs having all this kind of thing. Just like MySQL, this UI, MySQL things I can also do from command prompt itself. I can create table over there as well. But ID is just like a good interface, UI purpose. A good UI so that I can type the code over here, a big code or anything, and just quickly run it. Okay. Okay. That's all. So let's connect very next day. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, everyone. Bye bye. Have a great
Thank you.
weekend.
You too.